Making all types of noise. Check out Saboteur with the firsties. Firsties. Fur. Get cookies, man. Welcome, welcome. Oh, man. Welcome, y'all. This is Art to the Round Table. It's your boy. It's your boy, Mello. My name is Mello. My name is Schmello. I think I just ruined... Is that a bit better? I'm always suffering with the low volume. I have to get the mic in front of my face. Hit me with a thumbs up if everything sounds okay. I got my pencils. Alright, I got my my windows here. Alright, don't need that. What's going on, Zab? How you doing, brother? It is warm where I'm at, man. And I got the fan on. Move this blank paper. I'll be doing this soon. Not today, but soon. Because I know this one's going to take a while, so it'll be fun. Hey, bro. Gotta earn that guap. I didn't do much. Yeah, man. Service? Survive. Or both. Man. Yeah, man. It is everywhere. The conversation is getting heated. People are wondering what's acceptable and what isn't. Right? It's like, what are we doing? What's happening? It's kind of nuts. Not that one. That one. Yeah, man, it's kind of nuts. But yeah, the conversation's everywhere. It's heated. It's taking people's jobs already. You seen what Disney did? And oh, man. Good Lord. What can we do, man? It's too late if you use a computer, you use AI. No, that's the fact. That is a fact. It's not even just your computer, your phone, your watch. Everything that we have. Soon your cars. Soon your car is going to be giving you ads for gas stations, right? You'll be driving along and it's going to be like, hey, buddy, we need that Shell gasoline. The best, right? Whatever it is. ChatGPT just dropped an image model today. Yeah, ChatGPT. What is it that they've been... When it first came out, it was Dolly? What is it? I'm way front. What is it? You know, we just have to... We just gotta stay in the game, honestly. Stay in the game. You're the worst speller in the world. Use Google Docs and Grammarly. Does that mean I'm using AI? Of course it does, because it learns your typing. I was gonna say speech pattern, but it learns the way you type. You know, let me lower this. Yeah, brother. So we just have to be, as artists, right? We have to be aware that it's there. If you're gonna sit there and just woe is me, you know, woe is me, they're taking this, they're taking that. It's already, already got tooken, right? It's already been brought in. We have to stick around long enough for the bubble to burst. So all of these people that took advantage and took our money, right? And the corporations paid them for all of these things. When the bubble bursts and the need to see hand-drawn artwork becomes a niche again and becomes a need again, you know, you have to be able to draw that picture. You got to be able to put it on paper faster than the guy can input the prompt. You're not going to beat the computer in generating the prompt. You have to beat him before he even types it in. We're in a losing battle. We're getting wrecked. We're using bow and arrows, and they're using cannons and machine guns right now. And we're not going to win by yelling at it, shaking our fist at it. I think there's people that are getting trashed for, right? If it ain't, what is it? If you can't beat them, join them. That crowd. I think there's a lot of artists quietly that use it. Shh, no, don't say nothing. And are taking advantage of it. Do that too. Do it. Do it. Sorry. I know purists are going to be mad or whatever, but a purist doesn't pay my bills. If I can use it to create a bomb-ass piece and paint it, if it's going to help me write, if it's going to help me write a grant for my business, if it's going to schedule for me, listen, the argument is lost. It's just the the amount of people that you're gonna be around that accepts it and don't make you feel like a villain for doing it. In that sense, let's get some drawing in here, right? Let's get some drawing, brother. This is what's been eating my time right here. I love this thing. You started the old site back up. We got the band back together. So I have been inspired. So while we chill and chatting, man, this is gonna be free form, dude. So the light is up. We are on the air. We're hanging out. I started this piece. This is the only thing I've drawn over the weekend. You talking about up there? That stuff? I drew this really rough Colossus in what may or may not be Nightcrawler. I think I'm going to try to add Kitty Pryde in here, and we'll see. I just wanted to mess around. I wanted to treat this this stream kind of like a mental reset. Just draw, do whatever we want. I spend way too much time lamenting on what am I gonna do? Is it gonna be cool enough and all that crap? Get it out of your head. Just do you, boo boo. That is the motto. Have you picked this up? Right? This thing is so awesome. Battlestar Barbarian, Gabe Osley and Stefan Rockseidler. I follow them both. I've been able to chat a bit with Stefan and tell him I would love to do something with him in terms of art. And after reading this piece, I have an idea what to put, of what to do. Did you get the privilege of some OG art, original art, brother? If not, I'm cooler than you. As my old boss's son once said to me, I draw gooder than you. Then I proceeded to smoke him while I drew, I think it was Mickey Mouse. I can't remember. Yeah, brother, this thing is so cool. I love the detail. It's so absurd. I love it. It's hard to explain how cool this thing looks. And it's hard to explain how engaging it is And it may be lost to people when they look at something like this. Uh, and just they kind of like miss out all the work these two guys did on it. You know, it's just I'm gonna say it. It's beautiful work. Close that window. You know, this thing is it's just cool. It's just really good. And I have a really cool idea to try to like jump in and show them my appreciation for what they do. I'm just a fan, y'all. That's so cool. Oh, I kind of missed it the first time I saw this. That has to be an homage to JR's Punisher, the War Journal. I have a I should say nobody be watching my stuff, so I'll say it anyways. uh, I have an earwig, man, an idea earwig. The anime. Wait, hold on 1 second. The anime librarian 7881 said hello, and I say hello back. How are you? I'm on 2 streams, so I apologize if I get a little slow. I am both sharing a horizontal and a vertical stream, so if you are on the vertical, hanging out and watching me on your phone, thank you. If you're going to transition to a computer or something bigger, you want to see my whole desk, click on that link on the first chat to get the full desk experience. We just hanging out today. Sabo, were you referring to this black book? Or my black book? I had gotten this I'm sorry for the glare, y'all. An amazing sale. I appreciate that you love the live stream. Your name is in language that I can't speak, so if you can translate your name, I would love to say hello and say thank you. This thing, I have to use Google Translate. But yeah, this thing is amazing, and I was able to grab it. Yeah, he Tenten is one of the artists. I'll send you the link, brother. I'll take a picture, or I'll go through my history and I'll send you the link. It's really dope. I can't read the language, obviously. I'm not Chinese. But the artwork, dude, the artwork is amazing. And I'm a visual learner anyway. So it's really more, I take it as one of the best books for reference that you can get from another artist, right? The only thing I'm always afraid of with books like this is your artwork kind of like emulating a little too much. Like the way I don't really care for the dudes is usually how he draws the female characters are beautiful and full. And let me see if I can. The glutes, if I can get in there. And I love the hands. Looking at the hands is what really encouraged me to get this thing. But he may have used the same hand because every hand is except for that one. Yeah, the style is dope. And there's a ton of exercises. You could, I mean, what I really would love to do and learn from this is really concentrate on the divisions of the body. To, not that I don't know them, I have my own form of creating that, but it might be working a little too slow for when I want to do storyboards and start building, pushing my career, my artistic outlets into stories. And I think that the maquettes that he creates digitally. I'm trying to find a better shot, so I really apologize for all the flipping. But there's so many exercises. It's a really an amazing book for that. And he shows some of the reference. I think some of these references you could probably find on Pinterest. I think I've seen some. So, but yeah, he does beautiful work. And it goes through everything, the building of the figure from 3D lighting, like those forms there are really cool. Those divisions. So, not that I'm going to do any of this stuff today, but I wanted to pull it out and show you guys just what kind of like what's out there and what you guys may not be aware that's out there. But I've had this book for maybe a little over a year. I rarely go and look into it. It's too thick to be pulling around and like doing studies off of it. But I think it makes for a very cool reference for every aspect of a figure, from the initial sketch, the idea, the 3D form, the lighting of it, and the completion. So this was the book, and these were some of the extras that came in it. I think that's cool. And he must have used these gymnastic athletes a lot, because most of his forms, even though this is very specific, you can tell the way his forms are built. Anyway, it's good stuff. I might steal one of these I might steal this pose right here to do some form of Kitty Pryde in the background, phasing in and out of the background. Some more exercises, I guess. I don't know. I need a translator. I think if I was to take a guess, that's what's going on here. He referring to the pencil dot, straight lines, form, three-dimensionality, and on and on. Simplifying the forms. But yeah, where's the other one? This is more of a quick guide, also a study guide, because it's going to be difficult to see on this camera, but he gives you a box in perspective in 3D space. And you can use that box for faces, torsos, arms, legs, whatever. I'm sure something in there says it. I'll never draw in them, but it'll be cool. So it's a quick study guide. Like, this stuff is dope. I think this for painters, just to see tone and shade and building a form quickly. This right here is going to be really dope in breaking down the characters, which is what we do when we use reference, right? Anyway, here's an example of so that you can use this as your reference to fill in these study reference. It's cool stuff. I will find the link, or I will do a quick Google Translate, and I will see if I can get it and put it on I'll post it on my my YouTube page. But yeah, so that's some interstellar vision. I don't know if you guys are aware. I love old pulp paintings. From there's one in here that if I don't steal it, I'm gonna do a study of this thing here. from 1956. Isn't that cool, man? From Ed M. Schwiller. M. Schweiler. The pulp books that I have either are for like Heroes, The Shadow, Doc Savage, and so on. And I have another one that's from Mort Kunstler that does a lot of war stories, military stuff. But this is mainly science fiction and alien and alien stuff. So it's some far out stuff that I cannot wait to. I would love to try to do that background. I was hoping that this image would be in here so I can study it, but I guess you only get one. You only get the one. Some sassiness right there. Oh, she's getting a shoulder rub. She don't like it. No means nobody. Ooh, that's interesting. No Pied Piper action. Get a little writhe on. Anyway, these are cool. They're really cool. My study stuff. My study stuff. So. All right. Yeah, you know what? And I was on earlier today. I inked my inked my Dick Tracy cover, and I have it now in my garage, taped, and I sprayed some fixative on it over the inks, and I am going to put some gesso, and maybe I'll start painting that one tomorrow. Not maybe, I think I'll paint it tomorrow and get it out of the system. Sorry, your boy thirsty. You know what's up? Let me see if I can get the name of this thing. Okay, showing you. We want it to translate. So that says specialized techniques for depicting human figures in anime. Boop, 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 boop. Structural, covering human body structure, 9 courses, more than 90 drawing topics. Explanation over 3,000 hand-drawn illustrations. So what, edited by Shi Tong T.C. Chen. So, but I can't see the name of it. I'm gonna have to find it. Damn. What is 298 yuan? Do you not have a name, bro? says anime human structure. Let me do a quick search. Sav, if you trust AliExpress. They have it for 40 bucks. Animation, human body structure expression. Animation, human body structure. Ow. They may not have this one in particular. I've seen all of those before. I'll keep looking because I know I found it here, so I'll keep checking for you, brother. The problem is that they never really have the correct name for it anywhere. We should be drawing. This was yeah, we should do a video, brother, of how we build forms. I think yours is dope, and I wonder how close they are to each other. I used, for this one specifically, I know it's kind of light, I used the square method here. So I did the kind of like the I don't even know what the heck to call it. The flexible square, the pillow, right? The animator's style. I am still trying to find a faster way to do it. This one was super rushed. And this one was a bit different. This one was kind of in that method. I used to do, and I still do mostly, the everything round. The round method. I end up trying to draw, lately more tried to draw through, see the images through. Like that line across is fine. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see if we can I'm gonna make this one a bit bigger. But it always changes, right? It's always for what you need. I end up cheating a lot in the sense where I'll create the shape and try to have the character fit inside of it. Like, I don't even know if that makes sense. Let me see. Tam 2533 Tam W. Hi, how are you? Sorry if I didn't catch you saying greeting earlier, so I apologize. There's a weird delay on, so I'm gonna close out that one. I'm gonna keep. I'll keep this one open. Um, and I kind of, whenever I'm building my characters, I don't always have a plan. Like here, I started kind of like messing around. I wanted him to have like his hands are skewed, elbow here, like his hands here, because he's uncomfortable. Like I wasn't too sure. He looks like that picture of Bruce Lee on the turntables. um, but again, I was reading a ton of, and I like to draw quickly and refine it after. Depends. I think he has. This initial drawing started with his leg forward. It wasn't going to be Nightcrawler at all. His form was changing. That neck, collarbone. I don't know all the. I'm not a. I don't know all of the muscles or the areas of the anatomy. Our point of references. You really don't need them to know how to draw. You just need to know where is what. And he's always perched on something, so maybe I could do that. So, but yeah, I was just messing around because of that book. It's not gonna fit. I've been so tense with my work lately. Like putting obviously we never want to draw anything or do anything that doesn't look good, but it was coming to the point where it put so much I don't even know the expression to use, like the emphasis on stuff that kind of lose the joy of it a little bit. And you judge it before it even comes out, or I don't know, bro. It's interesting. There was a blip. I was talking trash and my internet came off. Man, earlier today when I was inking or using I was brush inking the whole piece, man, and there was a point where I was trying to be delicate around one of the female figures, and I dug into this finger so bad it was gross. So I was inspired because I was reading this thing all week. And in here, there's scenes where they're in the tunnels underneath New York, and the villain marauders are killing Morlocks left and right. And the X-Men get they get beat up, they get toe up in this book. Look at this, just this alone right here is Our boy Colossus crushing the windpipe of this dude named Riptide. Like, hot diggity. Kitty Pryde here can't unphase. So she's a living ghost. What is they gonna do? So I've just been inspired by them in those images to try to living in there for for several days. I decided to just mess around. I kind of like grabbed whatever was near me, and also I made the predistinction of saying that this was going to be my portrait only book, and I'm like, why handcuff myself? My artwork and my tools, man. Do whatever the heck you want. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that face. Let's change that. I'm gonna run out to my garage in a moment so I can show you guys what the inked version of that Dick Tracy image looks like. Could always use this cover here. Even on this cover, this back cover, they're supposed to be like looking all cool. Look how beat up Nightcrawler looks. Little Jerry Curl looking like Stevie B. Paul Smith's, yeah. Dude, I don't know if he's in this, but this thing has a slew of friggin' artists, brother. I don't know if this is all of them, but it got B.W. Smith, Barry Windsor Smith, Ray Simonson, Louise Ann Walter, John Romita Jr., Alan Davis, Arthur Adams. There's a Silvestri cover. I really bought this book for this issue alone. This issue, I believe, is what got me into comic books. My cousin Rob had this issue, and it's been burning my head. I may have a beat up copy somewhere. And it's Alan Davis and Paul Neary's inking. Oh man. I never follow him after this. I never followed his Excalibur or anything like that. But his artwork, I used to be able to pick it out without knowing the artist's name. I was able to pick out some of his artwork because of this book, because I pored over it. And I just remember how violent and frightening Sabretooth was, and how brutal their fight is, and how mean he's over here beating up on Psylocke, tow her up. But it's a great shot. Oh yeah, look at this shot of him after he yoked up Rogue, snuck up on Rogue, gave her a quick thack in the face. You did. You did. Snuck up on a psychic. That's how deadly that homeboy was. But yeah, his form building. But anyway, there's a shot here of several page or two of Wolverine and him fighting. Look at this thing. Let me move my mic. Look at that shot. Beautiful shot of Psylocke. So anyway, thank you, Rob, my cousin Rob. He had this. He had a few other comic books. He had Death in the Family. The one where the Joker puts the beans on Jason Todd. But I always went to this one. I was just always amazed by it. That was the book. So I got this Essentials. I Googled and found that this Essentials had that book, and I'm like, I gotta get it. And I got treated to the Marauders going in. I got treated to Arthur Adams drawing the New Mutants and some of the X-Men in Asgard with some Terry Austin inks. It's so good. And then later on, we get Barry Windsor Smith's issue of how cool is that? The introduction of Lady Deathstrike. This one. Ooh, look at that. Anyway. That was me all week. when my nephews were doing something else, or I had a moment of respite. And they're pretty young, so I was able to talk to them about comic book stuff. Uncle Mel, why don't you do it when you're gonna do the comic book stuff? What the heck? We got like a drunk Nightcrawler. I just need it for the suit. It was that a weird suit. Matt King. What's he working on? And they look massive. Yeah, Sabretooth and Wolverine. Yeah, dude. It's so good. Matt King does huge books, Tales to Enlighten. Okay. I'll definitely check it out. Where did I put them? Oh, okay. I gotta use my figurines. You know those books like you were talking about? You're so excited to see them. Yeah, yeah, brother. And you saw my art in Chrome. Man, uh, again, I have to thank you, bro. I have to thank you sincerely for just earwigging and introducing it, and I've never done anything like that, and it's really cool, and it's kind of like an awakened a need to keep creating and exploring other pieces, man. And I would really like, if not for Crumb, just for myself, really would like to start diving into writing stories. I know I have the one I did for my little Christmas story. So I'm in that point of like self anger, if that makes sense. Self anger. I'm in the stage of stop talking about it and be about it. And most artists like myself, indie or just new, are our own worst enemies in terms of not putting one foot after the other, and stopping ourselves for whatever mental blockades we have. Some are just, some are BS, and most of the ones that I have are BS, and I get that out of my system. So, but I thank you, man. I have it right over here over my shoulder. It really is cool to see my work like in that showcase like that next to a bunch of amazing artists. So I thank you, man. I thank you. I thank Kurt for just accepting it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. I might have to change this because his outfit is super suspect. I might just build as I go because I don't know if I like any of this. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen anything like that, like a mock-up like that. And just seeing how rough it is, that's cool, man. I didn't think I was gonna dig it. I mentioned it in another video how selfishly I picked it up because that was gonna be the only way that I would see my work, my pencils published. You know, untouched, that type of stuff, right? But then flipping through it was so cool. I'm gonna give him a little bit more. But yeah, man. his hand like that means his thumb, forefinger. So definitely cool. Definitely awaken something, some type of creative mojo in there, to explore more and to put get out of my own way. That'd be a lesson to all of you. Get out of your own way. I want this nightcrawler to be kind of like creepy. Like long and creepy. Like a nightcrawler. The worm. That means that to hold himself up, this arm needs to be kind of like here. But yeah, definitely cool. I think I showed you anyway. I grabbed. I have it over here. This is what I'm reading now. The Punisher Essentials. You know, going from Claremont's writing to kind of like the cheesy Spider-Man writing really is a couple of steps backwards. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. But I got this for the Punisher stuff because I was doing that Punisher and I wanted to stay in that lane. Man, that's cool. Ooh. I don't know if y'all can see. Some of this pencil work is dope. Who is this? It doesn't have the writer in there. Anyway, on a side note, I used to read the Executioner novels by Don Pendleton. Mac Bolan. Mac Bolan, I believe, was the antithesis. This is antithesis. No, he was the pre-Punisher, and they stole it. They stole it from Don Pendleton. But I can't wait to go into this. I haven't read these yet. I've been kind of like milling about, waiting for the right moment to take some time and write it. Man, these are cool. It'll be really cool to redo this action page and have wrestling moves. He whipping his A. Yeah, that dude's not. He shouldn't be getting up. Anyway, this is dope. And of course, Crumb. That's such a dope cover. Ain't your boy. Man, I was flipping through this and I saw this dude's art, this dude's version, and I'm like, that's so good. And it just made me. It kicked. I kicked myself in the butt. I wish I would have put my best foot forward and just let that be another lesson to you youngins. Don't hold back. No, I'm not gonna find it. This one. Don't hold back. Look at what this dude did. And what's really cool is that I going through Baby Crumb, yeah. Going through YouTube one day, I saw this artist finishing up this piece. And I was like, that's cool. But yeah, dude, I saw it. I'm like, man. But anyway, let that be a lesson to you, artists. If you get an opportunity, give it the best you got. Don't hold back. You don't know who is going to be looking at these. You don't know who is going to be admiring them. And you don't know who's going to see your stuff and just, not me. Be inspired with their wallet, or be inspired with their creativity and include you in some. That's right. Could be your next movie deal. It could be the next syndicated animated show. It could be what gets you your house. It could be what gets you out of living out of your car. Yeah, man. So I've had a little existential stuff going on in with me and my thinking. Ooh, that stung. That stung. But you're absolutely right. It'll be animated by Disney AI. No animator's hands was hurt during the making of this animation. That's so sad. Landon Huber Studios. This thing is just, sorry. This is just a piece of foam that I was able to find on in Amazon. It's the equivalent of this thing, these little foam pads to protect your hands. This is good for artist knuckle. I've been drawing for what feels like a million years, for over 30 years, so I have a really bad divot here, the writer's knuckle. What that you get from pressing onto the way I hold the pencil, I press on the side of my finger. So, and with a lot of writing, you get a little metatarsal. You're talking to an old man here, so I'm trying to. If you're a young buck here, you gotta, and you're an artist, you gotta protect your money makers, buddy. So this thing here is pretty firm. It's pretty firm, so you really can't crush your finger when you're using it. So you're kind of forced to use your fingertips, which protects your knuckles. It takes a bit getting used to at first. If you're like me and draw that way, here I have one here. Yeah, like this. If you hold your pencils this way, with these two are basic. These two fingers, the thumb and the index. The index is crushing into your middle finger. You probably have that. So this helps. And I have it on most of them. There's some of several sizes. If you're a fan of David Lynch, he has what looks like construction tape wrapped around his. So that's the same theory, I think. I know tattoo artists use it as well with a weight, so it can help balance their tattoo needles. But this, I'm using it to protect my hand, so I can draw for another 30 years. So you end up drawing a lot with your fingertips, and it saves you. It saves me from my wrists hurting and my palms hurting, and take less breaks. I have a pack of these. I must have put them away. Give me 1 second. I got sweaty hands, but I just use paper. I don't like gloves. I see you. Do you mean David Finch? Yeah, what did I say? What did I call him? Did I call him David Lynch? I meant David Finch. You sure I said David Lynch? Anyway. The Finch, David Finch, yes. He uses it. And a lot of artists that emulate him do the same thing. They don't really explain why they do it. I think they do it to emulate him, not necessarily the reason why. I've never asked David why he does it, but as soon as I bought these and attached them to my pencils, I kind of understood. He probably doesn't use it for the reason I do. Maybe I'll jump on one of his live streams and ask him. None of the other artists that copy his style and his pencil mannerisms ever mention it. But this is what they look like. What is it called? What are you called? I'm going to assume that G is for grip. So it's an Otis 12 piece. Good Lord. That's great. Doesn't help Butterfingers. It is the O2's 12, a 12-piece, 12-pack egg pencil grips. You know what's hilarious that it says right or left-handed, so it is ambidextrous for you, for us, for all of us. Gotta give love to the lefties. I actually keep one in my car, so when I'm driving, I actually use it kind of like a stress ball. It's too stiff, but it helps. Yeah, if you're a young artist, man, or gal, do this, man. Do protect your money makers. And I use these gloves. This one's more aesthetic. This one has a little bit of padding. I rub on my. It helps when keep my hands clean. Yeah, guy. It felt weird at first. That's the truth. It feels weird at first because you wanna. Is 42 young? Yeah. Yes, man. I hope so. Cause I'm only 46. It felt weird at first. It felt kind of like disconnected. Eventually, I did enough pieces just practicing that it didn't change the way I draw. It didn't change my art style. It didn't change anything really. I still get to press on this, but it doesn't hurt. Earlier today, I was inking. I was inking a faux book cover, and I was using my Winsor Newton brush. And there was a point where I was inking. I have 3 figures. It's a Dick Tracy cover. Dick Tracy, Big Boy Capri, and Breathless Mahoney. And when I was doing the detail on her face and on her hair and trying to go, I go so hard on this brush that I had a huge dent and divot, and it was painful. I'm like, I don't want that. But I don't know. This might feel weird, but I might have to try it out to protect my hands also. We'll see. Maybe my next piece, I have this Blade Spawn cover that I'll ink on it. And you know what? Why not? I'll do that. That'll be the first time doing it. Cause you kind of want to have a deft hand, light hand. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. It'll be interesting. I know for sure it'll be interesting to try to get it done. But this is a printed copy of my original pencils, so if I mess up here, I'll just print out another one. You would be able to do it with inking. That's cool. I don't normally use the brush, but I'm really digging this. I love the way I'm able to control my lines with it. I usually use my Pentel brushes with India ink. I keep the refillable cartridges, and I open the reservoir and use my own refillable ink using this very suspect looking flat needle. But yeah, man. Oh, you couldn't do it the way you ink? Do you use a brush nib, or do you use like microns, fine liners? I even tried them with, oh, right here. I even tried them using nibs, and these have a weird concave? No, concave is a dip. I have this weird, so I wouldn't be able to use those, but I don't have the control for these. I would love to. Why do I prefer traditional? I'd like. I really enjoy the feeling of being able to control the line weight instantly with just a bit of pressure on the brush. I've tried nibs. I've tried the calligraphy pens, and I've tried these like the Hunt 102s, but they're too stiff for me, and they don't really work well under my hand to make it look good. I'm sure that an inker that uses those tools a lot can do amazing things. I've seen it in some of these old books that I have here, how amazing they are. I just don't have the control or the patience for it. And I think mostly because I transitioned quickly from pencil to ink to painting. Sometimes I skip the inking. Sometimes I skip the inking phase and go right into the brush. So I'm kind of accustomed to quickly switching to that medium, or to that tool. But you would think we're the same age group pretty much, right? So we grew up in the age of the nib, of the fine liner. I think we did. But seeing someone who's a surgeon with those, but that's really it. Being able to control the line weight that quickly with just some pressure, some light pressure, it's really what draws me into it. But dude, I got tools for days. I got fine liners, brand new ones. I got calligraphy pens. I have a little purse just for fine liners and microns. When it comes to inking, I just don't like to. I don't like to build on the line. I know that. Let's say, for instance, for just this dude's arm here, I would have to do the outside part of my line and then the inside and fill it up. And with a brush, I can just start slow with a couple of strokes and put a little pressure on that brush to create a beautiful little. You know what I'm talking about. If you're not necessarily, I don't know, is it a traditionalist that uses the brushes? I would love to be comfortable using all of them, but for ease of use, I like the brush. And quite honestly, right now, I prefer the Pentels to the Winsor Newton. And I think most of it is probably because of the affordability of that Pentel and the versatility of that Pentel brush. Come on, man. So, so you're an artist. What are you working on? Anything? Are you any stuff out there you wanna share, man? My place here, the table is open. It's an open forum. If there's anything you want to share, you wanna probably won't be able to throw up a link, but if there's something you would like for me to throw up there for you, let me know. I'm kind of lost what I'm trying to do with this Nightcrawler because the pose is weird. But that's okay. He's supposed to be injured, so. That's cool. No, you're not spamming, brother, if I'm asking. You'd say, yeah, the Pento. I don't know if they're pocket brushes. That's what these are considered. Um, I've always considered them. Look how yoked up this one is. Pentel brush pens. But yeah, I guess they might be the same. What are you saying here? You draw Halloween surreal art comics. That's cool. That's cool. If you're into horror comics, the gentleman that above in the chat above you from Saboteur Comics, he just released his own indie comic called Tommy's. That's that you might dig actually. Let me see if I can get a link. So if you want to take a repose and check it out. What is his stuff here? I think it's just saboteurcomics.com. Oh, that's right. He has a ton of stuff here. His free texture is font premium brushes about Saboteur. That's actually kind of cool. Uh, the Punctuation Men, featuring the only superheroes themed around punctuation marks. That's pretty cool. Well, the question, nah, but I won't challenge it. It's really a superhero satire selling bundle on eBay. That's dope. That's cool. I tell you what, man, if there's any collaborations that we can jump on, if you see something on my page or something that I've done that you think will work with you, I don't mind at all collaborating and doing stuff, man. I think that's dope. I think that's cool. I'll definitely check it out. Uh, on eBay, huh? You got an IG? Put up your. Put up your Instagram, man. All right. If he comes back, I'm gonna have to ask him because I think he said he put up an old his old website up. That's cool. I try to stay away socials because I've been all week, but I try to stay out of the socials over the weekends. But I will definitely check out your channel. Hey Saboteur, before you dip, put up your the link to Tommy's, man, so that Landon Huber Studios there can check it out. But good luck doing adult stuff, man. Mowing the lawn. Anyway. We could always check out your channel here on YouTube and it'll drive us over. I can use my hand now. Alright, so. Gotcha. Okie dokes, bro. Yeah, I'm on your site here and it's only giving your textures and fonts. Yes, we are in the US. But don't judge us. I'm just kidding. Oh, wait. What the frick? That dude, Nightcrawler has 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Ah. Yeah, I'm about to steal all your fonts. Fonts. If you have 3, how many freaking fingers this dude got? 3 fingers? I'm reading these things. Yeah, tree. Okay, that changes everything. Make my own textures and fonts? I don't know. You're gonna have to. I'll figure it out. Oh man, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to. I gotta get out of my head that it's gonna look weird. Use font self? Alright, man. Where'd he go? Landon, where are you watching from? That's the wrist. It's gonna be the knuckles. Wrist, the ball of the wrist. Look at the ball of the wrist. Arizona. I got fam in Arizona. Thumb knuckle, front knuckle, giant pinky knuckle. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. It's putting the weight on his knee. So what I'm drawing reference from is during this run of the X-Men. This is during the Marauders attack. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the X-Men. Some of this history. But there was a point where a ton of mutants, evil mutants, went to the Morlock tunnels and killed a bunch of killed a ton of mutants. And Nightcrawler wasn't at 100%. He got beat up a little bit and yoked up, and I want to show that that feeling here. But Arizona, yeah, I'm in Florida. So we're all the way the other side of each other. But yeah, man, horror books, Halloweeny stuff. That's what's up. Again, if you get a chance to check out Salvatore's page and check out some of the stuff he's been working on. He has a horror book. I have it on my shelf over there called Tommy's. That might be right up your alley. Honestly, dude, I'm such an introvert when it comes to that. I've only been down here for about 5 years, and I've just started really trying to stretch out my roots, man, and get together with other artists. But most of the artists that I've communicated with since I've put this channel up aren't from around here. They're from all over the country. Some from San Diego. Some from one of the Dakotas. One's in Minnesota. There's a few in England, which is kind of dope. Um, but saying that, a few years ago they did have this really cool fanzine going on in Jacksonville. That's dope. I haven't gone to any of the OEXs or the Comic Cons down here. The WonderCon, not WonderCon. There was a con that just happened down here that it would have been really cool to go. I just kind of like lost track of it, and when it was available, it was just too short a notice for me to go. Um, but it seems really cool, man. I have I'm developing a relationship with a comic book store down here, local store, and hopefully that bears fruit to some opportunities. But that's kind of like the thing about the YouTubes. Why do I want to collaborate with other artists? Why not, man? Okay, so I I'm new in the, let's say, the create your own IP artist. As you can tell, I'm over here drawing Nightcrawler from a book from the 1980s, which is all good and done. I love it. And since starting this channel the way I did, I've been able to meet a ton of indie artists and creators, and some professional. And one of the best ways to meet and hang out with peeps virtually like this or professionally is to collaborate. You know, and put my artwork out there, put my name out there as much as possible. You know, I know that this industry is so competitive, honestly, and honestly, there's really nothing for me to lose. All I'm doing is gaining either an art friend, a collaborator in the future, business in the future. I think that's what the my channel really is for. There's so many cool indie created characters right now that from meeting with these creators, I have the opportunity to draw their stuff and collaborate with them. I think that's dope. So that's why. For instance, man, just recently, this stuff here, I don't know if he was here earlier. Kurt Bruegel was doing this Crom. Crom is you may have guessed it, barbarian. In history, he's the first sword and sorcery comic book character. He was inspired obviously by Conan the Barbarian, but he was the first to be on comics. Anyway, he is public domain, and Kurt Bruegel there was able to create an open call for indie artists and writers and all this stuff, and so that they can get together and share their love for barbarians and comics. And I don't know much about Crom, based only on what I heard from them and doing my own research. But I was able to share some of my artwork, and in essence, by elbow grease, collaborate with these people. This here is my art piece for this book. This is the rough pencils of it. Like, this is the mock-up for the anthology series. And how cool of an opportunity is that to, in the future, I know now the person, I can say, hey, I did work with you or work for this anthology, I have some other stuff that I would like to share. And start that. Well, I understand. You're absolutely right. Uh, about wanting to do the things on your own. I absolutely agree. There's a ton of stuff that I'm doing that will be mine and my only. Um, but if I have an opportunity, I mean, we have so many day and night cycles in our lifetime that I don't want to ever end it going, I should have. It would have been cool if I did. And I didn't. For years, I've been an introvert artist, meaning everything I've done was for me. I have more of my work hanging on my wall. I want to change that. Not for ego or anything like that, but I think it's kind of cool. I do have prints and stuff that I want to sell, but when it comes to my channel here, I want YouTube to pay me. I don't want to pilfer all this stuff on fans of books. If you guys like my art, then of course I'll show my Ko-fi shop. If you want to support me, I appreciate it. If you want to collaborate, or if you want to hire me for a commission, I do those too. But you know what I'm saying? I am what they call building relationships, but for the first few years or so, it was kind of like coming out. Let me show you show the world what I can do, what I'm capable of, and then it became meeting great people and artists, planting the seeds for the future, my friend. So I meeting a bunch of people and communicating with them, like the artists that created this book here, Battlestar Barbarian. And never in a million years would have thought I would be able to chat on IG or just request ideas and talk to other artists. It's a community building, bro. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're thinking of the collab in a business sense, but that makes sense too. I wouldn't want to take anything from you. Um, so I understand. I understand the hold up. Wait a minute. Slow your roll. Um, I hear you. I tell you what. When you're creating your book and you're getting your jam in there, I appreciate it. So if you have a blank page, you got a spot for a pinup, just holla at your boy. I'll be more than happy to partake. That's what I mean. I understand what you mean. So, with that in mind, and what you're saying, have you experienced stuff like that? The negative aspects of collaborations and stuff like that? Because you're right. I think some people may request it with certain intentions in mind, right? For me, like I said, I just want to be able to draw as much as humanly possible, share my artwork as humanly with as many people all the time, right? That's the whole point of this channel and trying to communicate and work with people. Uh, I'm kind of like in a weird spot because I have a few of my own stories and stuff like that, but it will take a long time for me to try to develop those. So I don't mind doing fan art and posters or covers for people if they need it for something, for indie something. If that collaboration turns into, hey, would you like to do several covers for me? Then that becomes business. Then that becomes a question. Then it becomes a moment of, we're talking about percentages, to be fair. Then you're hiring me. That's different. That's different. Whenever I mention the collaboration, I'm not asking you to hire me. I'm asking for us as art bros or broettes. Hey, let's do something together. That'd be kind of cool. And if it's for your piece, to sell your piece, to sell your book, I'm down for that too. Credit and a signature sometimes, a shown signature, and thank you, collaborators, that type of stuff is payment enough for me. For now, you got to do it for free now. Um, um, until you become too expensive, until they can't afford you. And that might be a very naive or maybe a very, ooh, this dude is going to get rolled over mentality. Again, what do I got to lose? I'm not making any money now. Right? I got my own Ko-fi. I got my own Etsy. So. Let me see. I asked you a question. Let me see. I wouldn't want to take your time without fairly working that stuff too. Oh yeah, see. But like I said, I feel you. I feel you. I think, and you have every right to initially I can't speak. Initially have that type of mentality. Especially because not everybody is clear. I don't think everybody is, and some people have, it sucks to say, man, duplicitous intentions. They really do. In this world of taking people for granted, or taking advantage of people is too prevalent, and I've lived long enough, have done enough to know that not everybody that says good luck or congratulations means it. So, which is why, like you, we're lone rangers, we're lone wolves. I'm a loner, Dottie. So I hear you. There's certain things that I won't share. That's mine. That's mine. Mellow Arts of the Round Table, the stuff that I print and share, and it's mine. I got you. People end up not really working out. Yeah. So I will put it that way. As fellow creators, man, and artists, if there's anything that you would like to collaborate on, like I said, on your book, if you have an open page for a pinup, I'll be more than happy to share and work on something. Yeah, man. That's that. Anything comes up after that, we let the fates decide. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all for having that mentality. It's hard out there. It's hard. There's people stealing your art. There's people using. Obviously, earlier today we was having an AI question, but AI. Not only is AI stealing your art, other artists are stealing your art and stealing your style or this, that, and the other, or straight up stealing it. So I hear you, man. I hear you. We're more like Nightcrawler right here. We're hurting for it. But yeah, I would hate that. I would hate that feeling of working with somebody and only for them to be wanting to take from you. I'm not. I tell you what, brother. I am not a vamp. I am not an art vampire. I'm an art nurturer, man. The I get asked quite frequently, what's the point? Arts of the Round Table. Like, what's the meaning behind it? And at first, selfishly and kind of egotistically, I'll be honest, it was because I'm King Arthur, and my art, every technique that I have is a knight of the Round Table. It's I don't even know all the names of the. Tristan is my penciling. Who's another friggin' knight? I was gonna say Guinevere, but that's not her. She's something else. But you know what I mean. Each what the hell? Lancelot is inking, and Percival is painting. And I'm King Arthur, and Arch of the Round. This is my Arch of the Round Table, and that's what it started as. What I'm developing it to be now is more of a community, man. And it's not just one person. We're all Camelot. We're all part of that table. And that table's round for a purpose because there's no head of the table. It might be my channel, but everybody has a place to sit at this table. And it's about art, and it's about creativity and sharing, and that's what it's about, man. That's what, for me, what Arts of the Round Table is the community. We are taking care of what Camelot's supposed to be. It might be very naive in that sense, but the more people that kind of share that ideal of building that type of a community of shit, we don't all have to appreciate or love the same thing. My boy Saboteur there, the stuff he just wrote is a little bit beyond my taste, but his artwork is damn good. This gentleman by the name of Rob Norton, if you like comic books and comic book art, check out his channel as well. But no, man, the community is more about, it's just sharing who we are, man. Here in Arizona, I'm in Florida. The only thing we have in common right now is that we're both art creators. You know, you do Halloween stuff. I don't really do Halloween stuff, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's all. There's some here, and it's more about technique. There's a dude, Ike, from Ike's Design. He predominantly uses ink, ballpoint pen, quill, crow quills, and brushes. He's dope. From England, from the UK. Creative Ambitions. Her name is Susan. She does watercolor and gouache. She's an amazing artist because she's I don't know what it is. And I don't want to, talk out of baseball, but she has a condition where her eyesight's not very good, or is degraded throughout her lifetime, and she still pushes forward with her art. I think that's dope. Dope. uh, Tema Watercolor by McCraw is an amazing portrait artist who does right now predominantly watercolors. I think she's dipping on some gouache as well. She's amazing with her stuff. So that's really what the community is for, bro. It's not a. It's just a chill spot for people to hang out. If I'm on, you're on. We're on together. And we're all individuals. We don't. I mean, this isn't just a hub. This is just a place. Uh, we're trying to hang out, man. Man, is it pretty supportive? We're all low key, growing our own channels, growing our own artwork, and our own careers. And I think it would be really dope to see when, not if, when we all become successful and we're still able to hang out with each other and join stream and hang out. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool, man. I think it's very new. This thing is very new. Um, but yeah, I know those people. Um, we kind of just low key are constantly checking on each other's videos, and we're not when it's not like there's no any pretension. We're not blowing smoke. We appreciate art for art. If it's coming from the heart, brother, you feel it. But yeah, I just name dropped a bunch of channels and people that I've met and have helped me. When I was going through some rough stuff, I'm still going. We all go through a little something, something. A couple years back, I lost my job, and one of the videos that I shared was talking about using art and painting to kind of like painting your emotions away, not ignoring them, but using them as a source. And one of the people that commented was Tema from Watercolor by McCraw, and we've been art buddies ever since. So, and through her, I was introduced to Susan from Ambition, Art Ambitions, and through them, Ike, and is a painter. If you're a Lord of the Rings nut, his name is Julio Cesar Petrini. He is doing a personal project of Lord of the Rings, and it's a time gap between in the story where Aragorn and Gandalf are hunting for Gollum, and he's amazing at it. Yeah, brother. So I hope this thing does grow. Maybe it can turn into a Discord where people can get together a bit better and that type of stuff. I used to be in IT. I haven't been in IT for several years, so I don't have a lot of the mental capacity. All I know is restart your computer, please, and take your vitamins because we're in our 40s. Ow, my bad. I'm sorry about that. I don't like this head. I like the grimace. I know he's hurting. I like that part. I think over here, I'm going to do Colossus. How long have I been on? 2 hours? But I might call it for the day. Landon, I appreciate you swinging through and hanging out with me. I know it's probably a bit late over there. What is it? Maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Oh, no, no. We're backwards, right? So it is 3 o'clock. Maybe? Leg's gotta be darker. So here, I'm going to I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, and I thank you for the conversation, honestly. I was just chilling today, and I'm probably gonna be whenever I'm free. I'm gonna be doing maybe one or two of these streams. The first one is a little bit earlier in the day. Um, that one's a little bit more serious on a project. Hey, I gotta show you what I was doing earlier. Hold on. Don't leave. I'll be right back. Alrighty. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, but I this is what I ended up working on this morning. Don't mind the drywall. I needed to tape it to something. I'm not going to be able to show this. I had to tape it onto something so I can spray fixative. All right, hold on. Let me shrink this. All right, let's try this again. All right. I do this to myself all the time. Okay, here we go. Try this again. Alrighty. That is my painting. It's going to be a painting of Dick Tracy. For a book cover. No book cover exists, but I am treating this project as such. Book titled Memento Noir. I kind of dig it. So I inked this morning. It's taped on this drywall because I sprayed fixative on it so I can preserve the inks, and then I'm going to paint over it. I'm going to put some clear gesso. This thing, some clear acrylic medium, clear gesso, to give it some tooth, and then I use gouache, and gouache will be able to stick on it. I might need a smaller board, but I love the way that ink came out. I mean, not too shabby. So, if I can get this treated today, I will be painting it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. But anyway, hey man, I really do appreciate you hanging out with me. Means a lot, man. Came back. Little re-entry Wednesday. Do beat up Nightcrawler. Doing his some form of the robot. I might fix the hair. Maybe I'll change the position of the face, but I just needed to get it out of my system. I think I'm gonna draw the Colossus. I have. He said take a pic of the inks at least before you paint, but I'm sure it'll be good. I have the original. That is actually a copy of my original. Um, and just to get out of that fear, man, that you're talking about, of, oh, I might mess it up. You gotta go. You gotta get it done. Tear the bandage and start painting over it. It was a pleasure to meet you, brother. Thank you for hanging out. Um, yeah, I will definitely check out your channel. Give you a what's up. Do it. Support you. And have a good one, man. I'll say my goodbyes. This is Art to the Round Table. My name is Mello, and as always, I will draw you later. God bless you. I love you. Mean it. Draw you later. Bye bye.